All right, players and coaches, I want to take just a little bit of your time here today and get you to think about what it takes to perform and to be exceptional at your craft and to really, I guess the title of this is going to be the best version of you so that you can, show up, really reach your full capacity, really engage all of your training, access all the things that you've done in those moments of consequence where it really matters so you can be the best for yourself and for your teammates. So I just want to kind of quickly walk you through what that looks like. So, when you think about this, the first thing is what's that vision? What is something that's really possible for me? What is an audacious kind of like if everything aligned, what could I do over the course of the next several years and over the next season? What is possible? Right? So that's that vision. What is possible for me? Okay. Now, part of that vision is not only what do I want to accomplish, but how do I want to be as I pursue that? So that's going to come down to how do I want to interact with others? How do I want to be as a person? And how do I want to be as a competitor? And how do I want to be as a teammate? And we want to be able to clearly articulate both of those things so that we're clarifying a path, right? Because we really want to develop as efficiently, as effectively as we can. We want to have something to anchor to when it gets hard or when it gets boring or when it's just going to take more, when we want to be grittier and more resilient, right? So that how do I want to be as a person and how do I want to be as a competitor is going to come down to values and to character and to your personal philosophy. So we need this vision, we need this personal philosophy, and depending on the sport you're in, you also might want to clarify my role. All right. So what does the team need from me? What is it based on my skill set and what the team needs, the way I need to play, the way I need to be in part of the game. So we have these things, right? And each of them is important. The next thing that we need to have is a deliberate practice plan. So you need a real good gap analysis in the sense of what do I most need to improve? What would make the biggest difference in my game if I was to improve these areas? And we have three areas that you can think about, right? So we can train our body, we can train our craft, we can train our mind. So, if it's conditioning, if it's strength, then what's your plan to work on that? What are you going to do? When are you going to do it? Who are you going to do it with? How are you going to measure your progress? What's the timeline? Right? Am I going to work on this for 4 weeks? Am I going to work on this for 6 weeks? Is it going to be 2 weeks? Am I going a week at a time? With your craft, what is the skill? What are the details of the game that I really need to work on? And this could include game sense and understanding the tactics. And then we develop a plan for how do we rehearse these things? How do we practice these things? How do we overlearn these things? With the mental game, really understanding how I am in terms of my framework, my optimism, my grit, my ability to focus on what I can control, the type of teammate I am. Can I calm my mind when I need to? Can I focus? Can I refocus? Can I access my confidence? Do I trust myself? Do I trust my teammates? How's my recovery? And again, once we take a good gap analysis of all of this, what is it that I need to do to improve? So you're always looking to improve, but you need a very deliberate, detailed plan. And ultimately, all of this is going to come down to how do I organize my internal and my external experience to support my overall growth, development, and well being for the good of myself and for the good of my team. So, how do I organize my internal and my external experiences to support the overall growth and development and well being of myself and my team? And if we can look at all these things, then you organize your life around these priorities. Those are the big things. These are the things that we organize our life around. And then the other things we fit in around it. So players, when you're thinking of, how do I really reach my full capacity? This is it. To be the best version of me. That's the plan. Those are the steps. And then we develop all the other skills in and around it. But that's our starting point. That's our framework. So players and coaches, I hope you find this helpful and we'll continue to build, continue to grow. So fully engage in the moment, fully engage in the moment, push yourself to your outer limits, and let's continue to learn and train our minds.